interesting, as you know, tonight, the 11th of Av is the Yortzeit of Rav Hillel Paracha. Who is Rav Hillel Paracha? Rav Hillel Paracha was one of the great Hasidim of the Alter Rebbe, Mitzvah Rebbe, Tzemach Tzedek. They called him a half a chassid. Why a half a chassid? Because the other half, he was a Rebbe. He was on the level of a Rebbe. That's what they used to call him. The Tzemach Tzedek had 2.5 Hasidim. One was Rav Hillel, which was a half a chassid, half of the Rebbe. And he passed away on the 11th day of Av. Why? Because the last year of his life, the doctors suggested that he shouldn't fast on Tisha B'Av. You know, he's older. You're laughing.
Oh, because
And
I
he
was
thanks
I
it.
shouldn't fast
But he was such a great chassid, he says, I'm not going to fast on Tisha B'Av. I'd rather not live than not fast on Tisha B'Av. Like, you know, that's how it was for him. He couldn't understand how you cannot do a mitzvah. For him, if you don't do a mitzvah, you're not alive. It's like the story of Rabbi Akiva, that his uncle Pipus said to Rabbi Akiva, by you doing what you're doing, the Romans are going to comb you with the metal combs like we read in the canon. He says, I want to tell you, my uncle, I'm like a fish. He says, what's with the fish? The fish cannot live a moment without the water. A Jew can't live without Torah, so what do you want me to do? To die? I have to learn Torah, I can't exist. So Rav Hillel Paracha fasted that Tisha B'Av. And he got weak, and anyway, so the reason I'm saying it is, because one of the great things that he always used to say is that when he came to Chabad his first day, the first thing he learned, the first statement was, what you shouldn't do, obviously you don't do. But even what you're permitted to do, you don't have to do. Which means, you're allowed to eat kosher food, but you don't have to eat kosher food. You don't have to eat. In other words, there's things in the Torah that you're not allowed to do. Then there's things in the Torah that you're allowed to, but you don't have to. You don't have to have ice cream every day, even if it's kosher. And that's how you train yourself to overcome your temptations and your desires. So I just want to share with one halacha about donation of sacrifice. Could I partner up with another Jew to bring the sacrifice as a donation? For example, me and Mordechai, two Mordechais, we say we want to donate to God a beautiful cow. We bring it as a sacrifice. Does everyone have to bring their own, or can we be partners? So the Torah says you can be partners, whether it's a cow, lamb, goat, birds. The only sacrifice that you cannot be partners is a korban mincha. What is a korban mincha? Flour and oil. Why? Because the Torah says these words: Soiles yeh korbanoi. That you should make your flour offering with, it should be your sacrifice, not their sacrifice. Yours means indicating singular. So all sacrifices should be partners, but not when it comes to flour and the oil, which is called the mincha sacrifice. That you have to be totally you and no partnership
Could
with
it be
it.
a family?
Huh?
Could it be somebody bringing it for their family, they themselves and their family? Do they represent their wife and their kids?
Yeah, but it can be as a partnership.
As a separate.
Right, but you can't do.
But it could
Now,
be
what's interesting is that mincha means a gift. Every sacrifice is a gift, but mincha is in the sacrifice, it's a gift of a gift. That's why it says when you daven mincha, you say mincha. What's mincha? Mincha means a gift. When it comes to mincha, you have to bring your own sacrifice. Because davening mincha is not easy. You have to go to the gym first, you have to go to the gym after, you have to work before, you have to work after, and then you run away from everything and do mincha. That's a real sacrifice. That's why mincha is called mincha. Shachris is called shachris. Ma'ariv is called ma'ariv. Shachris you do before you go to work. Ma'ariv you do after. Mincha is in the middle of the day. That's a sacrifice. And that's your sacrifice. That's no one else's. Rabbi Chananya ben Akash